Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3 and our Japanese Shogunate. We're in 1853 and yeah, we had some problems recently with our finances. We're just in the plus again, but highly indebted, which basically comes from not building so much. So maybe we're gonna keep this up. Yeah. But we had also big problems since the infrastructure was running out, and we basically built faster factories and stuff than we could handle with our ports. So we heavily invested now state-wise and built up the first Japanese railway system, and you see all these little railways over the island, which is very nice to see. Now we have basically no more market access problems apart from these little ones, but I think this is just due to lack of labor, and once they're fully equipped they will provide the infrastructure necessary, alongside also these motor companies that are going to produce enough motors to supply the railways, vice versa. Still, this is really dangerous and we already did drastic measures. Actually, I just played around and I really lowered the taxes to high taxes again, because yeah, in the end it's like I feel like it's a long-term damage. I don't want to punish my population, especially the rich ones that are reinvesting not too much. So at the moment I just, yeah, I mean, I will lower them as soon as I can. Here with the wages, I'm, you know, the more money they have, also the more demand they will create, and also therefore keep our economy running. So maybe I'm gonna pay like at least low government wages here. But yeah, you know, now we're in a situation where yeah, basically when we build, we're gonna go into that again. That again. So I don't know what we are gonna do about this. I think maybe I'm gonna build just some universities to do this soon. Let's have a look what happens if we do so. Yeah, maybe just one at a time. It's really sad not to use the entire construction capacity. Maybe we can just go back to wooden buildings at some to save some money instead of wasting it. Maybe this is a better move. So rather lowering like this, and then maybe we can afford also to build a second one. We will have a comeback. We will have a comeback, I promise. The problem is now the wood price is increasing also dramatically, I think. Tools are going down. Hope this doesn't make our tooleries too... It's got even more expensive, nah? Maybe because of the wood price exploding with it. So I'm gonna do this, but to be honest, yeah, still then just be hardcore here. We need this little bit of a plus. I'm feeling too uncomfortable and I want to see how the market develops now. And yeah, especially with the railway and with the market access, it should maybe be getting better again. I think we had a little bit of a dip here, yeah, you see. Might come from the market access problems. So let's see what yeah, and before I unpause, something else I wanted to check out. We pushed also, of course, some government reforms, and recently we got the... What did we get? The colonization, possibly. So we have now a colonial affair institution, and I want to remember quickly about my house rule that I set myself, that I'm, even with this one, I'm with level 1, I'm only allowed to basically colonize Hokkaido and Sakhalin. With level 2 I could go for the Pacific, and level 3 would also, and bigger, would allow me to go to Africa, but I'm not really intending to do so at the moment, or we can't afford anyways. And also I think on top I'm gonna just do the house rule also that I'm just starting with Hokkaido now. And from there on we're gonna, like, I'm gonna only jump to Sakhalin after I've did Hokkaido. I think that's better. And we can apparently declare another interest. No. So yeah, this is something else. I would love to have better relations with Britain or somebody else. That's the problem. But we don't have the, yeah, we need a navy to have more interest. All right, yeah, we'll see where this goes. It's not that late already. Okay, something else I wanted to do. Yeah, of course we got nationalism. And yeah, I wanted to keep on reforming the country, but really can't afford too much more bureaucracy. So what can we do to avoid new institutions that cost bureaucracy? I'm gonna go for the ethno state, which basically provides us more authority a little bit by higher birth rates and less radicals and more loyalists with the standard of living for the primary culture. But as you know, we are very homogeneous and have basically 99.8 Japanese, so I'm happy to go towards the ethno state. Who's disliking it? Yeah, the shogunate a bit. They will also not provide full taxes for a bit, but I think they will jump back to happiness again in no time. Is there somehow a possibility to get actually rid of the shogunate in the government? It's like really rough. All right. But yeah, let's see where this is leading to. 50% links looks like good chances. And our income increased again. Ah, yeah, because I think the other construction stopped. Hanto only 99%. How so? Oh, there still can be more people working here. That's alright. And now we also have to pay the subsidies for the railway system, of course, to keep this going. That's a problem. Wooden, yeah, can we afford this? But if we do that then on a big scale, I guess not yet, since we don't have enough wood. Oh, we're really running on a low speed, so let's go back to 4 actually. Let's see how the colonization of Hokkaido is going on. We're back in this tiny deficit just from building 2 universities. Ah, man. Shall we rather cut the government wages again? That's the easiest leverage for the moment. Let's do that. And they're back in neutral, so also we get more agrarian taxes. However, 4k plus is not so much, considering how much we had to take in debt before, but let's see. I think the GDP is doing a little bit of a turnaround also, since I think the better connectivity or the market access we do have now. Yeah, we know we have unused construction production. I'm really sorry, we have to just simply wait until we're over this point and a little bit in a better situation, and hopefully with a strengthened economy and strengthened capitalist. But once again, I really do like our train network. Here connecting all of Japan wonderfully together. I think these are not our ships yet. How is the colonization going on over here? How many battalions do we have? Enough, right? Yeah. In case there is a war breaking out with the Ainu. I'm not building, so let's continue building, of course. At least a little bit. Also, of course, we need more universities, since... how much can we have? What's the maximum? Didn't really have a look at the universities so far too much. 25 to 2070. Okay. Innovation cap of 85. So I think it's okay. We can definitely grow the university here. And I think let's go. No, we want to go secular. No, we want to learn from the West. We're sending also students slowly in the world. Or are we at this point yet? No. Now we're basically once again we're here at, but yeah, now I'm doing it. As I said before, I'm gonna wait until we are like Japanese Empire, but who cares, to be honest. I want to have it secular. We're the spirit of the country, so this happens by the forces that are driving this country, which are, wow, to a big share here, the Saibatsu. Actually, since they're so big, I will stop bolstering that. This also frees up 500 authority, yeah, which makes our opposition super loyal. And will increase the speed a little. No, just yeah, the opposition interest group approval is lowered, so Shogunate Olex is also a little bit better. And yeah, now we see a little bit of a jump in our GDP. Literacy is still very low, yeah. I know, apparently don't like it too much what we're doing over here. But yeah, we got rid of all the, with the railways, we got rid of all the problems about, you know, market access. Exactly. Let's have a look if we're running on good terms over here. Now we've got these new ships where we can use engines to produce more clippers, but this is not a thing for us right now. Let's do this. Let's get also nitroglycerin out here. We can use now, okay, we can use railways now for all the rural or agricultural things. Transportation, which saves us laborers. But, as you know, we have laborers. The philosophy department. We have secured funding for philosophy departments in all of our institutions of higher learning. The University of Kanto has chosen to focus its funding on advancing Hegelian dialectics. Ah, Hegel, okay. You have to be very intelligent to understand. Is Hegel being born by this time? Anyways, you have to be very intelligent to understand dialectics. The method is extremely subtle, and without a solid grasp of continental philosophy, most of it will go over a typical undergraduate's head. There's also Hegel's master slave dialectic, which is deftly woven into his work. His personal philosophy draws heavily on Kantian literature, for instance. Hegelians understand the stuff. They have the intellectual capacity to truly appreciate the depth of his work, to realize that it's not just logos, it says something deep about life. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis, and we get some university throughput. Maybe correct me, I think probably Hegel lived already, not that great on philosophy. I'm a little bit ashamed on this point, but yeah. But what for, actually? Alright, we're in a good positive here. Let's see. Do we want to build a little bit stuff where we need... Yeah, what could be interesting? Yeah, wood. Still wood. Especially if we want to later also have the wooden wagons for the railway system. So maybe and also we couldn't really afford to turn back to wood construction. So let's build a couple of logging camps maybe. Yeah, not too many at once, otherwise we go into minus. Yeah. Oh, that's really so sad. I'm really hoping that we can use our full capacity of construction soon again. How's the colonization going? Yeah, Hokkaido's being taken quite quick. We can build another gold mine, which is extremely expensive. We have construction efficiency problems here due to the unrest. Still blasted through. Maybe this is the only one that I'm building because gold directly helps us a lot. But is this one fully stuffed? Almost. Oh, and we got this engine pump. Oh my god, I didn't see this coming. Okay, now we've got... This is very helpful for us. This will immediately give us more minting. And yeah, we will... Oh, our iron is really expensive. Let's have a look. We actually maybe move some back from the construction to... The wood was so expensive. It's get actually, with the newer method, I have more capacity. It gets cheaper because we use less wood. That's interesting. Yeah, then let's push this, because also, you know, we can lower the iron now massively by changing here the production method to condensing engine pumps. Yeah, and we can... The other tools and coal are quite cheap, so fine for me. Can we do this for the others as well? Yeah, for that maybe, and then this follows up slowly. Yep, coal also. Only sulfur is waiting, because otherwise it looks like the sulfur price would drop dramatically. And you see it affected directly our budget, because the construction methods are changing. Alright, steam engine time. The locomotive industry is a promising avenue not only for the development of our infrastructure, but also for profit and innovation. We should establish factories capable of manufacturing steam engines and connect our cities through railways. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Ah yeah, motor industries. I think we're gonna do this. Let's pin it, and yeah, also of course we're gonna extend our railway over time, so let's pin these two, but we still have 8 years. Unfairly denied entry event in Hokkaido. I know people in Hokkaido are being blocked from entering certain businesses by some local Japanese people. I've been going for this shop for years. Why is there suddenly a sign in the window saying people like me aren't welcome anymore? Alright, what are we gonna do about this situation? Shopkeepers can sell or not sell to who they like. I think that's our course, since how many Ainu are we having, and I don't think we would be such a 61k. That is... We're not so nice people yet. Oh, the construction is so expensive. And then when in a month, we've got Ethno State now, one coming after another, yeah, helping us a little bit with the authority, and yeah, getting a higher birth rate. Very nice. Yeah, alright. I don't have to read this to you. So we reforming and reforming. Where can we continue? Taxation is good. So obviously I would love to get health or education systems in, or other things, but all of those cost bureaucracy, which we don't have, and this already causes a 25% tax waste, and this is... we having a financial problem, so it's not possible. So what can we do? Maybe switch to a professional army, which strengthens the samurai, which is okay, and weakens the shogunate, which is, yeah, actually what we wanted somehow. So is anybody strongly against it? Yeah, the shogunate, of course. The Buddhist monks will be radicalized, and they already... this is not what we want. How can the Buddhists go against a professional army? And apart from this, rights of assembly maybe. And there's not so many really big fans, but you know, it's rights of assembly. Here we get plus 50% bureaucracy population cost modifier, so this is really bad for us right now. Minus technology spread, but less political strength, or more political strength from wealth, and suppression impact on interest group attraction. Shall we let a little bit the people... I mean, it's obviously helpful by the... I think by the... strengthen our academics, so the Kazoku in the end. Sure, it's absolutely helpful for us for the Hambatsu way. We want to modernize the country, so it makes sense. However, it doesn't feel so roleplay correct, but yeah. I think this is the stuff we can do. Let's try to go for right of assembly, actually. The Shogunate won't like it, but I think they will recover, in their opinion. Both Buddhist and Shogunate are quite unhappy at the moment. Can we do some other kind of government which is more powerful? Not really. How old is Ieyoshi? Already 60, okay. And his son Maresuke is an intellectual with 8 years old. I think with 66 we can abdicate with this mod, so maybe this is actually an interesting idea for us. So in 6 years, I don't know. 8 tensions, yeah, sure. With the Ainu, but yeah, the colonization goes really fast, I feel like. Okay, I will start the colonization of Sakhalin if I have this, basically this tiny street here. So yeah. Canneries. Canneries are machines made specifically to seal food in an airtight container so that it can be preserved for longer. Yeah, let's have a look if we can afford to introduce this. I think so. Looks good. You want a grain or meat or fish? I mean, fish in the end is what we can produce easily and have high buffs on that. Let's go for fish and we can like increase our fish production in the same time. Canneries, okay, now we've got fish, probably is jumping up, okay. Let's do some more fishing, maybe. We have some here in the Ryukyu Islands, do we have some population that can work? Not that many, but there's already fishing wharves. We've always got these waters rich in fish, right? Yeah. Maybe actually we have the capacity already, but just with higher fish prices or low fish prices from before, they were not really working or not hiring. Maybe our fish price actually acts accordingly. What about the Central Archives? 8 months left. This is going to be also key for our expansion here. Key for our bureaucratic expansion, because then finally we'll be able to get probably rid of the bureaucratic problem. With that we can institute at first, and we can enact new institutions, get rid of this insufficient taxation capacity, hopefully be rich again, and then start building more, because yeah, I'm a little bit I don't know how it is, like gold reserves could drop so hard here. This suddenly we had such high expenses. You guys could get a little bit happier again. What I'm really wondering about a little bit is actually when we will be able to get rid of the Shogunate in general and switch to Japanese Empire. Why am I checking out Beijing? Okay, maybe just for the future. Russia and Sweden are enemies or rivals, okay. Is there anything big going? Maybe because I have no interest in the world, I'm missing all conflicts, but yeah, also Mexico, US is pretty stable. So far, was there any... Oh, Italy is united by whom? By Naples, okay, Sardinia, the two Sicilies united Italy. Interesting to see. So here's no interest in Russia to reunite Germany, apparently. Rousing speech captivates the public. This afternoon, Kazushige Mitsune, leader of the Zaibatsu, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of rights of assembly. Making an appearance before the public in Kyoto's main square, Kazushige Mitsune's powerful rhetoric left even his most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across Japanese shogunate, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. Do we want to further? I mean, the Zaibatsu are like so strong already. I mean, why not if we can streamline it? Yeah, to be honest, the 5% difference for me, this is, and with the Zaibatsu is a party we want or an interest group we want, so it's fine. We want to strengthen them further. Yeah, we're not using construction. What could or can be done? Groceries. I thought they're just with the cans, they turned very cheap, but then... build some growth, but our GDP is growing again, you know, and now we can build 2 factories and almost using everything and still are in the plus. So there's a slowly we are getting there. Slowly we are getting there. And our debt is also, we're building up some or paying back some debt, so interest is decreasing. All good, that's good, that's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes small effects can really impact heavily your economy and stuff in Victoria. So things can, for me there's no clear meta so far. I really like this about the game also, that you can see all of your actions have some implications. Sometimes, you know, you need to dig deeper to really find it. I also don't, for example, you know, you can really go deep and check out even certain interest groups, some pops, let's say, let's check out the pops in depth and check, for example, the subsistence rice paddies in Shikoku, how they live. They have a living standard of 10. How are they doing? They spend most of their money here on these 5 goods. So wood is still expensive. What do they consume? You see what they consume, a little bit of groceries, which are also very expensive. Oh, we're losing a power rank. Is this important to us right now? Because I don't think so. Because we have no subject, so it's okay. We could not even mind. But yeah, and we reached here the street next to Sakhalin. So, and I told you this is gonna be my point where I start colonizing here. I don't know if Russia's gonna send somebody over there as well, but then maybe have a split. Let's see. And of course here these Kuril Islands will be colonized as well. How much population do we have now in... I know we have 19,000. I know now are in our state, but I hope they will convert to beautiful Japanese people. And we will definitely expand here. Oh, even... can I? The construction is so inefficient, no? Or is it? Looks like it's actually not inefficient anymore. Oh, it is. It is. No, we can't afford this by now. Or let's... Yeah, we will take it these 4 weeks. We will wait and take a minus again. Because I will expand the gold mines to its fullest. We get at the moment... How much minting do we get? Yeah, we get just straight money from there, so... And already the right of assembly has been passed, okay. So now people can assemble. Hokkaido is being fully colonized. Is it actually a state? Or do we need to incorporate it? Yeah, incorporated state, alright. And we've got the central archives, alright, so... Well, now we also don't have the text efficiency just with the... This was just the effect of... yeah, this basically allowing people to meet gave us this... We got rid of the... yeah. Censorship where you have the plus 50% bureaucracy population cost multiplier, which is gone now. So boom, suddenly we're here in the positive again, and we're actually not having problems with... Or now suddenly there's no text waste anymore. At the same time, we're getting also here our central archives. And now we can tackle this problem here. Kansai. You know, is our... was it always looking like this, or did it change to that? Actually beautiful. Now we can change here towards standardized filing systems. Of course, on the cost of more paper. But let's do this everywhere we have the problems, and then observe how this is developing. And like, yeah, paper is getting really expensive now. Let's do some more. Go fully back here to iron frame buildings actually. And maybe let's do some... I feel like suddenly we're in a position where we can afford it again. Do some more paper. And now, wow, we're almost using our entire, construction and we can afford it. It's amazing. Iron, expensive again, wow. But I feel like it didn't, the capacity was not really fully changed already. So I still have to extend. Alright, so then I will switch them all now to the standardized. Yeah. They built Art Academy of 6, okay. Alright, and we have to research something new. Since we do have these problems, let's go quickly for central banking, so we have better minting and lower interests, which are a big problem for us, of course. And we can go for a new law, and now we have bureaucracy, which we could either bolster their existing ones over here, but I think I'm gonna go for some education or health system. I would rather go actually for the private schools or religious schools, I'm not sure. Assimilation conversion. But I want the technology spread, and I think it's fits better. It symbolizes kind of we're sending also our young students to probably more and more in the rest of the world. So let's try to get private schools. The Buddhists really don't like this. Do we want to radicalize the Buddhists? We can go 2 steps and just get them in first and later change to private schools. Maybe that's actually cool. And everybody kind of likes it, so let's get religious schools out first. Like everybody loves that here. So Japan is really internally peaceful at the moment, and progress is made pretty easily. But yeah, but we overcame a little bit our money problem at this point. We've got still this one event here, the Hokkaido cyclone. A cyclone has hit the state of Hokkaido from the sea, tearing through homes and people alike. It destroyed our home and wrecked my fishing boat. My family might be safe, but how I'm going to feed them? A tragedy, but what can be done? We should put some more money into relief. Yeah. There's a chance that a famine will occur in the upcoming month. We should... how long is this? 2 years. Cyclone relief. No. We're being hard on them. Maybe there's gonna be a famine here as well. But alright. Yeah, so hard times, so not easy times, but we made some progress. I'm excited how long we have Iyoshi in charge and where we're gonna go soon. It seems like we overcame a little bit of our financial problems, even though, yeah, we're definitely not fully over it, and we're still on high taxation, so definitely this is something we want to get rid of also sooner or later, and increase also the payment to the government workers and the military again. But it seems like we can slowly start producing again on full speed, and we're not gonna go bankrupt immediately. However, the situation is still tense, so it's definitely gonna be still interesting soon. But this is it for this episode. So yeah, see you next time, and leave me a like and subscription so you won't miss it. And yeah, we'll see where Japan goes in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.